Right, this is Linton the Swarm Vassal, Bellator light heavyweight contender, and you're watching the MMA Crypt Fighting Talk Show.
Okay, the Crypters, this is the MMA Crypt Fighting Talk Show. I'm your host, Gregory Stone. That there is Double J, Joseph Johnson, not Jeff Jarrett, as what keeps popping in anyway. That's what I keep thinking of every time I call you Double J there. Anyway, that's for you wrestling fans. You know who Double J is there, Joseph? Jeff
Yeah, I
Jarrett?
know. Yeah, I know who Jeff Jarrett is.
His
He
little
used to own
fucking...
TNA.
Yeah. Do you remember him from the old days when he used to have his little Double J lights on his hat?
Yeah, I remember when he was in the WWF at the time.
Okay, so today's show we're going to talk about Rizin, the embarrassment of Rizin, maybe. I know you have a few things to say about it. My main thing is obviously the fixed fight and the Bob Sapp weigh-in with Akibono. A little over the top. I know. Well, we'll get into it anyway. We'll get into that. But let's start with this fake fight here, Joseph. First and foremost.
I'm actually still trying to find the video.
Right, let's get the video first, Joseph. Then we'll skip to your comments right now.
What was their names again? Is it on page 1?
Yeah, it's on page 1. Go on to the videos, just type in Rizin. It's on page 1 for me. Old Double J.
Heck, I'm on page 1. Who is it?
I'm lazy. I can't be asked to say your full name, Joseph. It's too much effort.
That's what I'm trying to figure out their names.
Satoshi Ishii versus Prozac.
Prozac?
Prozac.
What is he? Yeah, it's not on my first page. So what I'm going to have to do here is try to find it the old-fashioned way. Keep scrolling down. Isn't it part 1 of 2?
Part 2 of 2 gets you to the good bit.
Alright, well, hold up.
I'm
Let's see if I can...
even watching the fucker now.
There we go. I'm at it now. You ready?
Yeah. Let's try and get mine on now. Okay, Cryptors. Joseph's just going to scan out this fight between Satoshi Ishii and Yuri Prozaca.
Whatever his Russian name is.
I hate it when they have these weird fucking names. These Polish, these Russians. It's tough to pronounce these things.
Yeah, like Joanna, man, her last name. I still can't
Everyone
pronounce her
struggled
name.
with that motherfucking name. Everybody. It took me a while. I clicked onto it. I had a bit of a practice, to be fair. I can't even go off what the ring announcer said because it's all in fucking Japanese.
I think it's Joanna Jujitski.
Oh, that's Joanna Jacek.
Jacek, yes. Who
Oh.
is she fighting next? She's supposed to be fighting sometime in January. I just don't know who she's fighting.
These names are killers, man. So you on part 2 there? Are you on part 2?
Yeah, I'm on part 2. They're about to fight now.
Jeez, this is killing me right now.
That's a big guy for being a small frame. How much you weigh?
Well, let's see, Shu. Just for the sake of fight fixing purposes here, this guy was a hot prospect. Very hot prospects in Japan. UFC even wanted him. So, in terms of fight fixing, it would make sense for the opponent to lose. I'm not too sure who the hell Yuri is. If he's 23 years old, 6'4". Looks
And
like
he's fighting at heavyweight.
It just makes no sense for him to. Where's he from?
One's from Poland. And
if he's from Poland, it makes no sense for him to, really make a name off him. They want the hometown guys to win. So that would make no sense in a way there.
But you got to remember, in Pride, they barely even won then. So
It's like I know who Ishii is. I don't know who Yuri is. So everyone's going to know who Yuri is now off this. But before this, I'm not.
yeah, with his stupid
He's from
falling
He's
kick.
from Czech Republic.
Oh, he's from. Oh,
He's clearly been doing a bit of kickboxing and MMA at the same time.
I need to look. I need to look him up because he's 14-2. Well, 15-2 now.
14-2-1 at 23 years of age. And he's got a lot of kickboxing under his belt too. That could be a decent fight in a couple of years' time.
Maybe the UFC will try to get him now. Is Ishii a wrestler?
Judo.
Oh, he's judo because I just saw him try to wrestle, so I'm like figuring it out. I like the time limit though. The first round being 10 minutes.
Oh, it's back to 10. Do you think they should knock this Pride shit on the head? It's always copying Pride. If you look at Dream, you look at Sengoku, it's always seems to be copying Pride.
Is Dream even still around anymore?
No, it was Heroes and Sengoku folded. No, they didn't. Not Sengoku.
And now ONE FC is the new big thing in Asia.
Hero turned into Dream, from what I believe. Heroes went down there, turned into Dream. And then they just folded after like 17, 18 events, something. Good cards. Try and pick up the DVDs, anyone. I was really after them. That Super Ult tournament was fucking awesome. It really was.
I really like ONE FC. Yeah, man. There's no way that could have rocked him. That kick did not rock him. Unless if he was hurt before that. That kick did not rock him. Oh, yeah, he does look like he's hurt. It looks like a left hurt him. Then he shot in.
Right,
so he was already hurt.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go back on it again quick here. Right, so he throws it over and he's wobbling there already.
Yeah, he got hit by that left.
See, if you watch the full
right.
fight, like I say, I'll tell you before, if you watch the short clip, here, Jules, if you're like, no, there's no way, this is staged, it's fixed. But if you watch the full fight, he takes a lot of body shots there, he eats a lot of head shots. If he's cracked a rib or anything, I won't say he's cracked a rib, but if he's took a decent body shot, he looks in pain there. So if you add up the punishment for the fight, he might have just quit until the time. From what I can tell from the kick there, Joseph, there he eats it there. It looks like it, in real time, it looks like it's got some force behind it. So it looks like it knocks him down. He instantly gets straight back up. Now, if he's faking it, he wants to be knocked out, he just fall down to the floor instead there. Instantly gets back up.
He gave up. But the thing is, that kick, the way he threw it, I mean, it probably had some, but when he fell, it took all the power away from him. He was falling right when he connected.
The other thing I don't like about it is the referee coming and stopped it early, but that might not mean anything. He
was getting knee to the head.
But the knees didn't look... It didn't look like he was putting full power in. He could have really fucking jumped with those knees onto him. Do you remember Heath Herring's knees, man? Those were fucking brutal. Heath Herring just like fucking lift himself up there and smash him in. He could have smashed him in.
I'm about to find out who this guy is now.
Yeah, he looks pretty decent. So you're saying no, you don't believe it's fake? He just looks like he quit. He was hurt and he just quit.
He was hurt before the...
That's what I'm thinking. Because that's the only explanation. The kick itself could have knocked him out, which he didn't anyway. He got straight back up. And then the punch...
Was he in the tournament last night?
And it wasn't even a power kick. It was a kick. It was his lead leg. It was a kick from his lead leg.
He got knocked out by Muhammad Law last night. King Mo.
Oh, was that part of the tournament?
Yep.
Damn, King Mo, fucking beast in that tournament. And it was his toes as well. What did it? The slow mo really doesn't do it justice. Doesn't do the power in the kick justice really.
I don't really think that kick is what hurt him. I think it was that right hand that started wobbling.
I'm trying to watch the right hand that drops him. Right, he gets the jab down the centre. It looks like a right hook. Keeps freezing the frames. The right hook didn't look like much though, but I think he was already quitting. I think that maybe the ref... Here's what I think. I think he was up beforehand. He was quitting. The kick and then the right hook...
Because he tried to shoot in with that sloppy shot.
I think the right hook broke him. The referee knew that he quit, and he stopped it early. But the reason that we're questioning this stuff here, Joseph, is we all seen the weigh-ins with Akibono and Bob Sapp. You know, it's like
He's apparently was a bodybuilder at one point in time.
who Yuri.
Yeah, apparently so. Unless there's another guy that looks like him.
That's a weird name.
If,
Prochaka. Yuri
yeah,
Prochaka.
it's a different one. All right. From the same place, same name, different person. Yeah, I can't find nothing on him besides his record.
Well, the reason all this fake talk come about, and the reason it's setting for me with this fight was because of the Bob Sapp weigh-in. That sort of concluded it. Once I saw the Bob Sapp weigh-in, that fake shit with Akibono, I was like, there's no way that this fight's real. There's got to be a fixed fight in there. So I do believe that Rizin were legit there. Let me get up that fucking weigh-ins if I can. Because that weigh-ins were embarrassing. See the weigh-ins between Bob Sapp and Akibono?
Yeah, I saw it.
It was like the little Japanese man got in the middle.
They already fought once, didn't they? Back in the Pride days or K1 days.
K1.
And Bob Sapp beat him.
I'm not too sure on the result. I never bothered checking up. I only knew they'd fought before because it was stated in like news reports, etc. But to me, we know what goes on, Joseph. We know that people sort of hype it up a little bit. Like, oh, I'm going to pretend that I'm angry with you. I'm going to talk some shit. I don't like it. I don't want it to go on. Like what Conor McGregor does, where he talks shit and really gets in his opponent's head. If you're using it to get in your opponent's head, oh, it's a natural stare down, angry. You get angry. Like, you want a LJ check. She wants to, rile him up a little bit, try and intimidate him. Then Claudio Gadela got angry and got in her face back. There's so many. Cowboy Cerrone, Nate Diaz flicking his hat off, etc. That's to get in his head and piss him off. That was just him being himself. I don't like weigh-ins like that where it's blatantly fake. It's just the ring girls in the background laughing, like giggling away, like, oh, I can't believe that just happened. Well, I can. Fucking pathetic. What's you taking it there, Joseph?
What was that again? Sorry, I'm looking at his record. My bad.
Whose record?
Bob Sapp's. Yeah, he beat Akibono back in 2003. Then beat him again last night.
The weigh-ins. What do you make of the weigh-ins? Now, we know you talked before about off air. You talked about Bob Sapp throwing fights. I got my
Bob
opinion on
Sapp's
that,
known to throw fights.
I see. I didn't like the thing about Ariel accusing him. Now, Ariel can ask him. That's his job to ask him. But then Ariel said, "You do throw fights, Bob." That's what I didn't like. I did an interview with Bob Sapp, and we talked about what Ariel did wrong. I didn't like some of the things Ariel did. You can ask the guy if he throws fights. There's not a problem with that. But you don't tell him that he throws fights after he's declined that he throws fights. Whether he does or not, I'm not too sure.
Everybody knows he throws fights.
I got my take on it personally. I think he's just that damn poor. I think the size of him. If you look at some of his old hero fights as well, he gets tagged. He sort of like covers up. He's like a little kid at school getting beaten up by the bully. He like covers up like
he
that.
quit. He flat out quit against a smaller.
I'll define Bob Sapp here.
Bobby Lashley.
He can't get hit. He doesn't like getting hit. Nobody likes getting hit really, but he doesn't. He really shies away from it. He's a fucking monster when he's attacking you, but his technique's poor as fuck. It's just those heavy hands when they land. If he lands those hooks on you and gets you in the corner, then you're fucked. But look at Bob Sapp's wins. They're always against the ropes when he knocks guys out. Gets you near the ropes or in the turnbuckle in the corner. In a cage, he's fucked. He's useless. I just think he's...
Man, dude, I'm looking at the weigh-ins again. That is so fake. Man, he could throw those three little Chinese men
But that's what I
around.
mean. The Chinese man gets in the middle. Why did the Chinese man need to get in the middle? It was a normal stare down. They bring the Chinaman over. Not the Chinaman, the Japanese man. And
now he's acting hurt over there.
look at the push from Makibono. And it's like he's looking angry, like he's trying to force him away, and then he looks the opposite way. It was like he was trying to push him. Say Akibono's there, he's trying to push himself the other direction. That was sad. That was pathetic. And to be honest with you, I like Bob Sapp when I spoke to him. Decent guy. He told me he doesn't stay in fights long because he doesn't want to take unnecessary damage. He gives
Well,
it his
not only
best.
that, he can't stay in them long. I mean, look at his frame. He's huge.
He gives it his best. Once he's in a bad position, he's getting punched on. He sees his taps, and that's fair enough. Whether he falls fights or not, I can't prove that. But I tell you what, this weigh-ins doesn't help him. But he is a bit of a showman and an entertainer too. He comes down with his little Ric Flair robe on, Ric Flair music.
That's exactly what I said. I mean, he makes money for these promotions. That's why Pride wanted him. But actually, I don't think he ever fought in Pride. Maybe he fought once in Pride. But Pride wanted him after his K1 days when he fought Shudo in
But really,
K1.
who wants to see that though, Joseph? Do you really want to see that sort of weigh-in? Like,
I don't want to see weigh-ins like that. Period.
if it's legit, then fair enough. But it's not. It's pretend. I'd rather them just stare down and get in each other's faces. Then I'll
That's like the
fight.
that's like the Vanderlei Silva and Chuck Liddell stare down when Chuck Liddell.
I'd rather them just take the stances, do a pause for the cameras, and then shake each other's hands if they really have no bad blood towards each other.
Well,
Because,
that last fight they did have bad blood. They pushed each other.
but did you watch the fight where Bob Sapp cut him open? Bob Sapp's like worried for him. He, wanted checking him. He's not. There's no ill will there. I suppose before a fight you want to get in people's heads, but that was staged. That was trying to create some heat.
Bob Sapp ain't only thing scary about Bob Sapp is his 300-pound frame that he has of all muscle. Besides that, he's not really that scary or intimidating.
I watched like fucking 190-pound guys give him a good go. His technique's poor, it's sloppy, just marches towards you. As soon as he gets hit, he covers away.
Like Muhammad Ali said about George Foreman, he moves like a mummy. He's too slow, and he always has his hands out trying to grab you. When he can't grab you, he gets frustrated.
I suppose the question here is, due to the old Pride days and the fight fixing and stuff, is Rizin behind that weigh-in being set up and staged?
Well, from what I understand, so a Pride guy owns Rizin.
Yeah, that's true. And
So
the president guy who used to go in the ring all the time is there as well. It's
So
sort of
I,
the same setup, to be honest with you.
I truly believe the whole entire show was set up.
Well,
Both
what you
both shows were set up.
I tell you, King Mo impressed me winning that tournament. And Brett McDermott, see the fucking high crotch single? Do you know normally when you do a high crotch, if you don't get it, you sort of like you pull the leg towards you, the outside leg towards you. Do you know what I mean?
But
You tap the back leg.
he was fighting against guys who couldn't stop his wrestling.
But you see the size of Brett McDermott, he fucking high crotched him, fucking picked him up and slammed him. And he nearly fell on his fucking head, like spiked him.
Which I like King Mo. King Mo's a good guy. Give him a few more years, he might be champ in Bellator, but right now I just don't see him going anywhere.
I like King Mo. He definitely beat Quentin Rampage Jackson. He can feel like done by there. But he carried away from Rampage in that fight. I thought his boxing really come up to par, with the likes of Quentin Jackson, etc. But he really shied away from Quentin Jackson's power, and that was a big concern for me in that fight. It could have been a tactic to wrestle him, like Rampage commit with the power hooks, etc., and then look for the takedown, but he basically turned and ran a lot of the time. I know he wanted to get his foot in and get his range again, but you don't want to get caught against cage, and the only way is to run. So I suppose he just didn't look like something that a top contender should be doing, if you know what I mean.
Well, he does have a glass jaw. We saw that in the Emmanuel Newton fight, and we saw that in, I forgot who beat him for his 205-pound belt in Strikeforce.
Taylor Bay. Oh, the Gegard?
No, he beat Gegard for
Oh,
it.
yeah, he beat Gegard. He lost it to, was it Rafael Cavalcanti?
I think it was.
Fejao? Fejal's a brutal motherfucker though with those knees. That Muay Thai, he trains at King's MMA, I think. Those shooter box and stuff.
Well, heck, let's talk about the Gabby fight.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the fucking arms on her, Joseph?
She's huge.
Man, would have been jealous of all
She
that.
was not 219 pounds. Or 216 pounds. I don't care what anybody says.
She fucking weighs more than me.
I mean, look at her opponent. Her opponent was what, 200 or 201?
I tell you what,
she wasn't nowhere near as big as Gabby was.
Is she Hawaiian, that bitch?
I don't know, to tell you the truth. I thought she was Japanese with her name, but Hold up, let me see. I'll
She's a
find
pro
out.
wrestler. I know she does pro wrestling in Japan or something, but that's a tough bitch, man. She's real tough. She's not a bitch, and that's the phrase you use. Well, I suppose she looks like a mean bitch to be. Well, let's get the wrong side of her.
See, Gabby, man, we all know they don't do drug testing over Japan.
My videos are freezing up on my pages. TikTok's.
Yeah, she's either Samoan or Hawaiian.
Right, let's type in Gabby
Her
Garcia.
name is Liad Tapa.
Great, another weird name.
Yeah, she's Hawaiian.
The tough these Hawaiian chicks, even the Hawaiian dudes, man, they're bad motherfuckers. I'm surprised there's not more Hawaiian fighters coming out. You got Max Holloway, you got
Wait a minute.
Thiago
Wait a
Tavares,
minute.
BJ Penn, etc.
She is Hawaiian, but she was born in Germany.
Damn, fucking German Hawaiian. So you got a Hawaiian bird born in Germany. I'm sure they're fucking strict in Germany. Shit, they tried to take over the fucking world, motherfuckers.
They always try. Apparently, she's in TNA. I didn't know that.
Shin TNA? I've
Yep,
not watched TNA for a long time. It's
I
really
haven't either.
changed.
She left Global to go to TNA. I don't understand why you would do that.
I think I might have seen her. She wrestled at Awesome Kong. She might have a cheesy gimmick. I mean, she was whooping up Gabby Garcia. She fucking dropped her. I think it was at straight left or something. It was Southpaw versus Orthodox. No, that saw one side was open for the blasting the kicks and etc. And the straight left,
She had Gabby hurt. She had Gabby running away from her.
yeah, here we go. Yeah, Gabby's Orthodox. Lee Tapper is Southpaw, yeah. So
But the thing
straight
is,
left.
the way she was throwing those windmill hits like you
Oh, it
see
was
out in
like
the
it got
street.
to one point where Gabby got hurt after she got dropped and she got up. She was running after her. Like, do you know when your mum's trying to smack you for being naughty? Like your
Yeah.
grandpa's chasing you down the street. Get here, you little bastard! That's what she was doing. It was absolutely.
But then when she hurt her, then took her down, or she fell down. I think she fell down when she got hit, and Gabby got on top of her. I'm like, she's not getting her off.
I'll tell you what this shows me as well, Joseph. Is bodybuilders with big arms can't throw punches for shit. Ground and
She
pound.
wants to. She wants to go down to 135, but I don't see her ever making 135.
No fucking way. I finished part of a cyborg. Cyborg will wreck her shit. I
She
wanted to see a ground game,
supposedly,
Joe.
from
I wanted to see a ground
Cyborg
game.
was saying, is when they were sparring that Gabby got the better of Cyborg. It's no way that she got the better of Cyborg. I think she was just trying to say that to hype her up.
Yeah, there's not a chance. Oh, so they're friends, so there's no chance of that happening.
I've never seen anybody outstrike Cyborg.
Apart from that kickboxing bout. Then again,
Well, besides in besides in Muay Thai, I mean, I'm talking about
sorry,
purely MMA.
sorry, I'm just watching it here. Yeah, the straight left there. Gabby misses.
And she punches too slow, man. If you
Here we
can
go.
actually,
I call it the lion paw. She's chasing her. She switched hands now. Oh, well, that was horrendous.
she hit her a couple of times when she pushed her against the ropes, and that's the only time she could really hit her.
When she was circled off like she could have easily landed a check hook or anything.
Gabby just needs to stick with her jiu-jitsu.
That straight left was there all day long when she was chasing her. Step off, straight left, bang. It was there into the body as well. I don't know where that six-pack's gone from Gabby. She had a fucking amazing six-pack. That's disappeared. Looking a bit flabby there.
She was also on steroids. I guarantee you she still
She's fucking on
is.
steroids now. Shit, she's on fucking elephant steroids.
Heck,
Let me ask you this question, Joseph. Did you expect more from Gabby? I did.
I expected a way more. Definitely with her training with Cyborg, I thought her stand-up
I
would be
thought
a
this would
lot
have been a
better.
rapid 2 minutes. Complete domination from Gabby. Takes her down. Ground and pound. I wanted to see a ground and pound. I wanted to see a ground game. First and foremost, I wanted to see her take her down and ground and pound her. But that said, I do think she's a prospect. She's been put on the big stage, in the public eye. You know, normally for your first fight, you're not on the big stage like for your first fight. All the nerves and shit.
But with her being 200 pounds, who besides Rizin, who's gonna get her?
I'll
The
tell you what.
UFC would never bring in a heavyweight division for women.
Well, this is what I like about Rising. It offers up these weight classes don't matter. You know, that's one thing that pisses me off about the UFC is the weight classes. I get it, but sometimes I just want to see crazy fucking fights like this. This was actually entertaining. Actually, I might watch this Rising event. I've not even watched it all, to be honest with you. I'm watching a lot, unfortunately, talking to you. Obviously, we've seen the clips and the weigh-ins and we was talking about the fakeness. When I was going to come on the show, my first thought was, before we even started the show, I was like, yeah, it's fucking fake. I'm going to rip into Rising. I don't want to see Rising ever again. It can fuck off, disappear. I don't want to see no fake shit. You know, nobody wants to see fake MMA, especially in 2016 now. Because it's New Year's Eve. What we all know. Happy New Year to all you cryptos. It'll be New Year by the time we get this out. It's New Year in about 4 hours here, Joseph. Probably about 5.
Yeah, well, I still have another.
About 9-10 hours.
Yep.
So you'll be stuck in the past there, Joseph, while I'm in the future.
Yep, you're already in 2016. I'm still in 2015.
Well, it's 2016 now in Australia. There's letting off the big shebang on the fucking bridge and stuff.
But I honestly think, like I said, they're going back to their pride days of fixing fights.
But which fights do you
or
think are
even
fixed?
making unfair
What makes you say that,
fights.
Joseph? Well, we'll talk about the unfair fights in a minute because I know you want to talk about that. What makes you think something was fixed here? We know the weigh-ins, but Rising might not have been behind. I think there was behind the weigh-in because he got a little Japanese man in the middle. It looked like it was set up like the two Japanese men.
I still
trying
think
to
the
hold
Bob
Sapp.
Sapp fight was a fixed fight. I like Bob Sapp as a person, but not as a fighter.
Weigh-ins I can stomach because I can just like ignore it, but I can't ignore a fight being fixed. You want to hype up a fight? It pisses me off. I just won't be a fan of that fighter for trying to fake hype up a fight. I won't be a fan of him. I want him to lose, but it's not going to stop me watching the sport and get me pissed off. Now, a fake fight will piss me off because I watch WWE now and again. It's entertainment. I know that it's set up and staged. I come to MMA for watching a real fight, a real combat. You know, two guys trying to beat the piss out of each other, and the better person wins. You know, he's trying to figure out a way to win. You know, during a fight, during getting punched, during getting hit. You know, that's what I want to see. I want to see someone come through that. The technique, the style, the tactics, everything. I don't want to see a stage fight. I've got no interest in it. So the weigh-ins there, Joseph, I can stomach. Can you stomach the weigh-ins? Are you okay with weigh-ins being staged?
The weigh-ins, man, that's where you sell your wolf tickets at. I mean,
But who wants to buy wolf tickets, man? I don't want to buy them.
a lot of people buy wolf tickets. You'd be surprised.
Yeah, the newer fans. You're not going to.
Why you think Connor made millions in that fight against
Connor tells the
Jose?
truth, though. He tells the truth. Everything he says is the truth. It really is legit. He goes a bit over the top. A part of me thinks it's his personality. Maybe he's amped it up a little bit, you know. But it's not. I don't believe it's fake. I just don't see it being fake. I think it's trying to get in his opponent's head. I think he's entertaining the fans and having a good time with it. But I just don't believe it's fake. I think Chael Sonnen was fake. Some after stuff Chael said.
Everybody knows Chael Sonnen was fake.
Like,
Phil Baroni was fake.
Speaking of Phil Baroni, he's the only fucking guy with big fucking arms who can actually throw legit punches. Because what I was talking before, like bodybuilders with big arms, they can't throw punches. Bobby Lashley.
I hope he's been able to throw a punch. He's been in the sport for 14 years.
Well, that's what I mean. Good job he did professional boxing beforehand because. Did he do professional boxing? I'm sure he did. Or he did amateur.
I think he actually did professional boxing. If it wasn't boxing, I think he was kickboxing.
You would think that Phil Baroni, of all his years in MMA, he would have adjusted to kickboxing a little bit more. Because Amir Sidola really lit him up with the kickboxing.
Well, he was in the older days before everybody was.
A little bit with the karate, with the range as well, and the front kicks, etc. The kicks come into play there as well. But
He was in the days where everybody wanted to stand up with each other. Now they're good at everything, so he's kind of fallen off the wagon.
It's a shame. He looked good in Pride. He's an entertainer. I like him. He's a really nice guy. I've spoken to him loads of times. Really legit, especially off air as well. He truly is a nice guy.
Is he in Bellator now? I know he does
he had that
wrestling.
tough knockout loss to Caro, which was tough to see. I'm really fucking shocked Caro knocked him out, to be honest with you, with the hands. That was rough to see, but I think that was the weight cut. I think he was really depleted and weak. He really cut out.
Well, heck, he cuts from I think he said 215 pounds to get down to 185.
You know, I don't want to harp on Phil Baroni too much because I want to make the points in here, but He told me, this was the point we got to, he feels like too many people have had opinions, they give him too many opinions how he needs to change this and that about his game. He said he should have just stuck to his bread and butter, his boxing and his grappling. He was trying to change too much, you know, and I think that's where he went wrong. True, he's going to lose some fights because that's his style. Once you get a style versus style matchup, certain people are going to beat you because of their style. You can try to adjust things and come up with a new tactic, but it depends what coaches you have and what gym you're with, etc. But
Does he even have a gym?
no, he was like knocking out with Wes Sims and Mark Coleman, wasn't he? Then he went to AKA, and that was it.
I didn't know he went to AKA. I thought he was just gym jumping.
Two Kick Nick or something like that. Some coach in Las Vegas. Or something Kick Nicks anyway. He went there as well. He sort of goes a bit here and everywhere. He sort of just he sort of just goes around the Las Vegas gyms, I think.
But the unfair fight I'm talking about, that everybody's talking about, is the Fedor fight. They're going to put him against a straight up traditional kickboxer who's 2-0, who has no ground game whatsoever, against a Pride legend and one of the best heavyweights of all time in Fedor Emelianenko. But that's not really fair. If they wanted to give Fedor a real fight, they should have gave him a real fight.
Well, there's two ways of looking at this. I was pissed off. I think it's pointless. There's got to be a point to this fight. If he goes and fucking swans away for a year or two now, it's pointless. He's just picked up a paycheck. That's the only point to it.
He doesn't need one. He's a senator in Russia.
Now, if that's a warm-up fight for him to get to the UFC now, great. If that's a warm-up fight for him to fight King Mo, the winner of the tournament, then great. They have to now, because King Mo won the tournament, it looks so good. I think he finished all three of his fights. They have to put King Mo versus Fedor.
That would be actually an interesting fight.
Now, there's some legit fighters. I'm not sure if King Mo finished all the fights, but Brett McDermott, he's a big guy. He's not easy to put away. He's not got the best striking technique, but he comes at you, he hits hard. He's not easy to put away. King Mo put him away. He's finished two tough opponents. We saw that last one. He's fucking legit, man. That's a good fighter. So he's finished a good hot prospects in the final.
I love Fedor. Fedor will always be my favorite heavyweight of all time. But the thing is, he needs to step up in competition and get some real fights. And hopefully they do make that King Mo fight, because stylistically, that's Fedor's fight to win.
I mean,
with his sambo background and his technique standing up, Fedor shouldn't lose that fight on paper.
I don't know. I think King Mo's got a good chance to see that one play out, to be honest with you. That really is. I couldn't
because Kelvin Randleman had a better wrestling game than King Mo did, and everybody's unless if you're a new fan, if you're an old fan like we are.
But it all depends though, because Ken Randleman, from what I remember, Ken Randleman rushed in there with Sambo and Judo, etc. Because Sambo is a mixture of Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, everything, all that, and basically. The judo works when your opponent basically gives you the body and the momentum going into it. So when Ken Randleman fucking explodes in like that, he's giving all his momentum in his body. So all he has to do is whiz.
He also probably thought he put Fedor away when he slammed him on top of his head. Not a lot of people can withstand that type of slam like that.
King Mo's patient and stays on the outside, and he doesn't start committing to things. Even if he shoots for a double, that's not going to allow Fedor to look for the trips, because Fedor's going to be looking for the whizzer. He's going to be looking for the underhook, and he's going to be looking for the body lock and the trip takedowns, etc. Now, if you're constantly shooting for a double and looking to clinch up against the cage, so if he gets double underhooks against the cage against Fedor or against the ring, or if he gets him in the corner in the ring post, double underhooks, start throwing the knees into the belly, Fedor's not going to be able to throw him. Not with double underhooks there, but he needs to get it, obviously, at first. He can go for ankle picks, he can go for double legs, etc. Fedor's not going to be able to use his sambo there.
But one thing about Fedor, he's very patient. He always looks for openings. And I don't care what anybody says, that Dan Henderson knockout, he was not knocked out. He was getting back up, and freaking the referee stopped it.
Come on, man. Fucking Fedor was jacking him up before then.
Exactly. And then he got hit, and he
I
was
won money
about to
off.
stand back up.
I won money
And when
off
he
that
stood
motherfucker.
back up, the referee stopped it before he could actually step back up.
If
Dan
the
Henderson did not beat him.
the only fight what he's been legit battered in was the Bigfoot Silver fight, and I think he'll tank Bigfoot Silver now.
If he didn't try to go to the ground with Bigfoot, I think it would have been a lot better fight.
I'd think he'd
But
knock him out now. Bigfoot, since he's been off this TRT, he can't take a punch.
and man, he was getting the best of freaking uh,
That was some brutal.
crap.
Can you imagine being that
What's
size?
his name? The guy who just beat Cain Velasquez.
Oh, Verdum. Yeah,
Yes,
he
Mauricio
jumped in his
Doom.
guard. That was his own fuck up. Why did he do that? He's going for his vicious ground and pound. You don't play games like that with Verdum. Maybe it's an ego thing. Some part of me thinks that same with Anderson Silva, he wanted to lose. Do you know he just got built up so big, like this big fucking indestructible monster? I think it gets to a point where they just want to lose. They get tired of it all. You know,
That's what I was thinking, but I'm not really too sure about that
because it could
because
have been a brain fight in the fight. Maybe it could have been his ego, but something just told me that, because Verdum's no Brett fucking Rogers now. Do you know what I mean? So, but that's what I felt.
I just I just wish Fedor would have stayed retired.
That Timmy
But
Sylvia, he fucked Tim Sylvia's shit up, and Tim Sylvia was at the peak of his career there, man. He fucked his shit up, man.
he also did it to Andre.
Yeah. The way he timed it, though. I didn't even know that he was going for.
Knocked him out.
I couldn't even tell from his footwork that he was going for a flying knee. Fedor sensed it and picked it up, man. But he didn't just pick it up and sense it. He timed it perfectly. And to be honest with you, he was cornered as well. He was a caged animal. He backed Fedor into the corner. He had nowhere to go. He cut off his angles right and left. He cut them both off. And he was going to throw that flying knee to put him away. And Fedor, fucking beautiful.
Then when he fought Brett Rogers, man, I mean, granted, Brett Rogers isn't a very good fighter, but at the point of time, man, everybody thought he was going to be the guy who beat Alistair Overeem in Strikeforce, and he destroyed Brett Rogers in a matter of minutes.
Let's get back on to Rising. Is this going to be their only event then for the time being? Is it once every year? Are we going to expect more
I
events?
think I think they're going to have more events from what they were saying, and the way these two events came out. I think they'll have another one probably in June, most likely.
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm actually going to probably watch a couple of fights. I've been quite impressed. The Gabby Garcia fight was entertaining. I really think Gabby Garcia is going to be a prospect. I think she needs to go to Kings, work on a stand-up. A ground
You
game's
need to
obviously
watch the
awesome.
Josh. You need to watch the James Thompson TK fight.
Oh, I've got to watch that. I really have. See, it's entertainment, and the tournament looks legit, man. This one.
Watch a
This
50-year-old man that's
I
like
tell you what. I tell you what I like
250
most.
pounds.
I tell you what I like at a tournament, Sir Joseph, when you create new stars. Now this young Czech Republic kid, 23 years old, with his record. I know King Mo beat
16
him.
and 3.
I've got to watch King Mo beat him how the fight played out, but we've got a new prospect there. He's beat Ishii now. That's what I like to see. I like to see that. And King Mo, he's not at the best of times in Bellator. He's done okay. He's had some bad losses, some good wins. It was good for him to win this tournament, it really was. It's really built his stock.
Well, his only 3 losses
Because
came to.
King Mo's stock, it dropped a lot. It really did drop a lot. The Quinton Jackson fight didn't help him a whole lot either. And it's really nice to see him win this tournament and get his name back to where it should be, because he's one of the best in the game. And he didn't win the Bellator tournament either. That was another chance for him. Phil Davis took that. But he did win his fight in that, so fair play. He did win his fight, and then he had to go. Because Linton Vassell's Linton Vassell's legit.
I forgot about Phil Davis winning that tournament.
I mean, the way he handled Linton in that first round, seriously.
I don't know. I don't think Vassell was actually mentally ready for what King Mo brung to that fight. But he did. He came game though.
It was more
He had his times.
I think it was mainly. Well, I don't want to get into that one too much, to be honest with you. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. But I'm gonna give Rizin the benefit of the doubt here. I'm gonna continue to watch them. I was going to say I don't want to see no more Rizin. They need to fuck off because it's fake shit. You believe there's some fixed fights in there. I'm not gonna be sitting and say I'm gonna be naive and fucking. Oh no, it's all great. I believe that it's fucking all straight and legit. They'd be foolish. Let's put it this way: they'd be foolish on the first show to do fixed fights on the first show, especially in this day and age. I don't understand it. What is build a contender? The only way I can think of if it's money, if it's for gambling purposes, because Ishii probably would have been one of the favourites. Now, people was gambling on Ishii or maybe against Ishii, whatever. I don't know. Because that guy to beat Ishii, to knock him out and finish him, would have probably been a lot of money for that, to be honest with you, wouldn't they? You know?
That's like, you make a perfect point there, because you're saying Ishii, like, I don't know who the guy is. You do. You said he was a prospect that the UFC was looking into.
Yeah, Joe Rogan was speaking about him.
Well, if that was the point, why didn't the promoters try to pay off Erie?
Well, that's what I mean. Does Erie know? Do you not tell Erie? Do you just say, right, Ishii, you take a dive. He knows nothing about it. He's going to come and try and kick your fucking head off anyway. When he hits you with a good one, just fall to the ground. We'll make sure the ref comes straight in there. The referee's in on it. There's so many factors to this. Like, Rizin could not even be involved. It could be Ishii. Ishii could have bet against himself. He might have a bit of money troubles. I'm going to bet against myself to lose. And then I'll take a dive at some point. Or he could have just quit in the fight, which it more than likely looks like he just quit in the fight due to strikes. The only thing I could criticise Rizin for is the fake Bob Sapp buy-ins. That was pathetic. There's no need for it. It was clearly staged by Rizin. The little Japanese man, they waited for him to come over, and then two little Japanese guys trying to hold him back. Just the way they was laughing, it's ridiculous. Look at Dana White when it kicks off. He legit gets scared. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa. These guys were like laughing, like it was all entertainment, part of the show. And that shit I don't like. That's my only gripe with Rizin. So, sum up your gripe and your problems with the Rizin event there. And throw in a couple of pluses if you want to. The plus for me was the Gabby Garcia fight. That was fucking sheer entertainment. You stick Gabby Garcia in with Samoa Wyanbird, shit's going down.
A plus for me is the tournament format, plus getting rid of weight classes, basically.
Oh yeah.
Instead of just making heavyweight from 200 and I think 208 here in America or in the unified rules is like 208 to 266. Technically, it's supposed to be 206 to 265, but I like the advantage of having a 300-pound guy going against a 215-pound guy. And like I said, everybody needs to watch that James Thompson versus TK fight. A 50-year-old man that's 215 pounds, beat up a 300-pound guy.
I'll tell you what I like as well, what they did. They introduced fighters from other promotions. Like they got Matt Godber to start before they got Brett McDermott. So they got Bellator fighter and King Mo. They got Bama fighter. They bring other fighters from other promotions.
That one FC fighter in Aoki.
That's what I mean. So they're bringing these fighters, these top level fighters from these promotions. So it's like, hey, give us your best fighter for your promotion. Pick him, bring him to us, want him in our tournament, and he can compete against our guys. I fucking absolutely love that. I absolutely love it.
But
the whole promotion is amazing to me. I've always liked that promotion.
Had a bit of an easy fight. He fought against Sakuraba. Sakuraba isn't the same fighter he was 15 years ago.
No, that was embarrassing, man. That should have happened. I feel disgusting watching that. I skipped through it. I was appalled.
But I did like what Sakuraba did after the fight. Came up to him, hugged him.
Yeah, respect. But he needs to knock it on the head, man, before he gets hurt. Like something about the Shamrock fight with Hoist Gracie. I get a feeling the same thing's going to happen to Hoist Gracie. He's going to get severely hurt. The guy's not been training much. Ken's been in shape, man. He's been training for the.
But the thing is, are they going to actually, since it's a no weight class, are they going to go back to the old UFC days where they're going to let him wear shoes and let him wear the gi, or is it going to just be straight?
Tell you what, that's what I like about Rizin too. They're letting him wear the wrestling shoes. They're letting him wear the gis and shit. I fucking love it. It's like you bring in all the traditional martial arts, the advantages to those traditional martial arts. I absolutely love it. I like MMA today, what it is, like traditional MMA. But also, I like the old school with the traditional martial arts and keeping it as it is. So you can use your gi for your advantage to tie things up and skip the trips and stuff like that. Use wrestling shoes for your traction. Do you know what I mean?
Because there's a bunch of people in ONE FC that are good enough to be in the UFC, but Dana White would never let his cash crop go.
Sorry, I got a baby here. Hello. Right, I think we summed up Rizin. You believe there's some fake spots in there. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. No fake spots. We give our pluses, well, our yeses and our nos. Definitely a yes to the co-promotion stuff. Definitely a yes to the tournament. And
Weight classes.
the weight classes. A yes to Gabby Garcia and some crazy Hawaiian chick from TNA. And,
With the windmill punches.
Yeah, awesome. And I can't give a yes to...
Hi.
Hold on. I can't give a yes to James Thompson and TK yet because I've not watched it, but I will be getting to that. And yeah, that's about it. And Happy New Year to all you cryptos and you, Joseph.
Well, it's not New Year's yet for me, but
May
appreciate it.
2016 bring a lot of fighting talk shows. And are we going to see you on some 2016 fighting talk shows with some interviews, Joseph?
I hope so, if everything goes right.
The listeners got a taste of you with the Joe Riggs there. That was a good one.
Yeah, we need to start doing that more. I still want to get, like you said, you want to try to get Tisha up on this show. Let's try to get her.
Yeah, let's get Tisha on. She's all right. Well, it seems all right. I don't know her personally, but she seems okay. Okay,
she's all right.
Okay, Cryptors, from the last Fighting Talk Show of 2015. There's been a few. I would have liked to got more this year, but from the last Fighting Talk Show of 2015. And from the baby in the back, thank you for watching, guys.